Hello, it's Leslie here. So yesterday I put up a review of this light here, the Cateye ViZ450. Today I used this light again, and it was the first time I tried it on its brightest setting, its daytime hyperflash mode. So I went out to ride to the airport, which is a ride I always do. And then coming back, I thought, after I had a break, and I thought, I'm going to try this other mode and see how the cars react. So I put it on its little hyper flash mode and I thought, well, let's just see what happens. The first car that overtook me gave me about a 4 or 5 meter wide berth. And I just chuckled to myself. I just went, because I thought this is going to be good. And so anyway, I watched every single car coming home today to see how they reacted to this light on this mode. And I was quite surprised. I was thinking about it, and I was thinking it's the closest thing to spraying yourself with car repellent. So I noticed that it didn't always work on all cars. There's some cars that maybe 10 or 20% of cars just didn't seem to do anything different that they would otherwise do. They just sort of drove straight past in the middle of their lane. But I noticed a lot of cars moved over to the other side of the road, or if it was a double lane thing, they would move to the other lane than they otherwise would. And I have another bright light as well, this one, more so than this one. So, and if they didn't do that, if they didn't go over to the other side of the road, I actually saw what they did. A lot of cars, most of them, at least half of them I would say, tended to veer over inside their lane to the very edge, giving me the most space. So I know they were doing that because further down the road I could see them veer back into the middle of the lane again. So I haven't actually observed cars like that before. I'd have to go out again with the light on a different mode to be sure. But I didn't feel that even a single car overtook me without enough space. So I was quite impressed by this light. And yes, I'll turn it on. Yes, it is very annoying. And you can probably see that it's so bright that the camera over here can't react fast enough, and it digitizes you'll see it in the recording, it just blacks out. So it's got a very annoying flash pattern and irritating, but I guess that's the point, because it seems to knock drivers out of their normal state. They might actually see a cyclist, but this light is so bright and annoying and irritating that it actually changes. I think it changes drivers' behavior. So they're able to see me and then react and do something rather than drive straight past. Anyway, I'm blinding myself here, so that's really all I wanted to say. It's probably the best $50 I've spent in a long time on a cycling product. I definitely had an enjoyable ride coming home. Australia is not a good place generally for cyclists, road cyclists. Australian drivers tend to suck overtaking bicycles, and I'm going to do a video about that, how to overtake cyclists correctly. So I was quite pleased, and I came back with a smile on my face after using this light. yeah, it's an annoying flash pattern, but I think that's the whole idea. It's like, well, it does probably irritate the drivers a little bit, but you know, after being pushed around on the road for maybe 20, 30 years, I've had enough of I've had enough of cars the way they treat cyclists. And so I've decided, yeah, after seeing how they react with this mode, I'm going to leave it on this mode. There was one incident where I was riding on the pavement with this coming home. There's a small section where I ride on the pavement. And this car with P plates set something out of the window. I don't know whether it was directed at me or maybe it was my hair, because I didn't have my hair tied back. That's one other change that I didn't have my hair tied back that I usually do. Anyway, but I think he overtook me later on. Nothing happened, but it will take more time, more rides, more time with this light to see if it annoys drivers too much, and then if they get aggro. I don't know. We'll find out soon enough, because I'm going to leave it on this mode and see whether it irritates drivers so much, whether they actually say something to me. Anyway, I think it's money well spent. I use this in conjunction with the Garmin radar, so I really feel like not only, oh shit, that's bright. Not only am I visible to other cars and things, I can see them on the radar. So I think both things change the way I ride. Anyway, it's the brightest light that I could find. 450 lumens. The pulse is so quick it doesn't even give your eyes a chance to adjust. So I really think it does. It makes you pay attention. I can't describe it. It's attention grabbing, this flash pattern and the brightness. So yeah, I noticed either the cars would give me a huge space. I mean, there's a section of road where I go on, it's an 80 or 100 zone. There's this car that overtook me, and he actually went to the other side of 100km/h section of road. Like, I've never seen that before, where a car goes to the other side of 100km/h zone with double white lines. But there you go. So I've never seen cars behave like that in 29 years of cycling. So I was pretty surprised. I actually feel like putting both of these on at the same time to just see, to go stupid with it and to see whether the remaining 10 or 20% of drivers wake up. Anyway, that's all I have time for today. Thank you for watching. Bye.